2 years since his dramatic return with promise of economic recovery, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe admits a slight pause in his economic revitalization plan and announced the postponed second stage of his sales tax hike and called for a general election.
We will dissolve the House of Representatives on Friday 21st this week as a referendum on postponing the consumption tax hike by 18 months.
Postponing the additional 2% sales tax hike by 18 months was a sour decision for Abe, but he vowed that this would be the only pause he will take.
Prime Minister Abe wanted to have something visible that the economy is on steady recovery track despite the effects from a sales tax hike in April. The third quarter GDP figures were a tremendous blow to his administration.
Abe firmly said he would stake his political career.
If we cannot secure a clear majority, it would mean that Abenomics have lost the trust, and I will then place my resignation.
However, many Japanese were baffled on the need and timing for this snap election. Senior LDP lawmakers says this election is about public's evaluation on Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's performance so far, but experts sees it differently. This is the safest time to call for a snap election with minimum political damage ahead of a number of sensitive issues Abe needs to deal with next year. The most unpopular topic of nuclear restart, reinterpretation of the constitution, TPP and collective self-defense are still to be dealt with.
What he's doing, I think, is a clear political calculation. I'll take my lumps now because I'll do worse later. And if I run now, I get a 2-year extension, or at least the LDP gets 2 more years in control of the Diet, more time to roll out his agenda of reform.
Experts agree that it will be hard for the small opposition camps to form a formidable alliance to contend with the LDP at such a short notice. The question that lies in this election is how much public confidence Abe can retain, losing minimal seats to wipe the slate clean from the recent scandals. Terence Hiroshima, CCTV, Tokyo.